Christmas, what does it mean to you? To some, it means that getting new clothes. To some, it means going on that vacation. To others, it is penury, there's no money. But what does it mean to be during Christmas? To others, it is a time for people to reconnect. To me, when I was growing up, it was a time to eat rice and chicken and fat cooks. To those that grew up in the rural areas, they understand what I'm talking about. It was not Christmas until that bag of rice was there on the grocery list. Now, growing up, we used to think that it is about Jesus Christ. It was about the birth of Jesus Christ. But alas, this is not true. If you grew up thinking this, or if you are still in that zone of believing that Christmas is all about Jesus Christ, then you are wrong. Let me take you down the memory lane, and then I'll explain later. First, the word Christmas comes from two joint words, Christ and Mass. And Mass, what does Mass mean? Mass is a Roman Catholic church service. It is called a Mass. That's where it comes from. So let us go back in history. Where does it come from? If you just do a normal Google search and find out who was born on the 25th of December, you'll find out that it was Tammuz who was born on that particular day. Who was Tammuz? Tammuz was the son of Nimrod. Nimrod was the son of Cush. Cush was the son of Canaan. Canaan was the son of Ham. Ham was the son of Noah. That is the lineage. But over the years, it was celebrated in Babylon. It was 5 days of debauchery.
Those are the biblical origins of Christmas. But centuries before Jesus walked the earth, early Europeans were celebrating light and birth in the darkest days of winter. In the Norse country, this winter celebration was known as Yule. Around December 21st, the winter solstice, fathers and sons would drag home the biggest log they could find and set it on fire. The Yule log warmed, but it also looked ahead. Each spark was said to represent a pig or calf to be born in the spring.
And celebrating and doing all kinds of things, including snatching other people's wives and sleeping with your neighbor's wife and sleeping with the neighbor's child.
Named for the god Saturn, which meant plenty, Rome's established order was turned on its head during this wild, delirious time.
The Saturnalia celebrations were certainly times of revelry, of turning the social order upside down, of having the master pretend to be the slave and the slave pretend to be the master, sort of a time out of time in which one could celebrate a kind of disorder in the universe.
It had a whole lot of rituals that it entailed. However, with Roman Empire inculcating the teachings of Jews, they found it fit to say Christmas was actually the birth of Jesus Christ. But that is not true. Why? Because Christ in the Bible is only proclaimed Christ after the resurrection. According to the book of Romans chapter 1, from verse 1 to 4, it talks about Christ being declared by the Spirit of holiness by the resurrection from the dead. So Christ is not the one that was born by Mother Mary. Christ is one that rose from the dead. So in his human form, he was just the Son of Man. But after the resurrection, he became Christ, the eternal one, the one who was, the one who is, who does not have a beginning and does not have an end. That is the reason why Muslims do not celebrate Christmas. Because to them, even though they believe that Jesus Christ was a prophet of God, they do not believe that he was born on 25 December and he is worthy celebrating. Even though they celebrated the birth of Muhammad, they do not celebrate on this day. Now, the question is, as a Christian, or as somebody who believes in God, should you celebrate Christmas? The answer is no. This is not the day to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, because Christ was not born. Christ came. So if Christ came, he is Alpha and Omega according to the book of Revelation. And he has no beginning, he has no end, he has no birthday, he has no death day. So what should you do? Don't celebrate Christmas if you believe in God, because this is celebrating the birth of Tammuz, who is a representative of a religion that is against those who believe in Christ. If you look at the nations that believed in celebrating these 5 days of debauchery, they include the kingdom of Egypt, the kingdom of Babylon, and the kingdom of Mede and Persia, and the Roman Empire.
Among the upper classes in Rome, solstice celebrations were significantly more sober. Many influential Romans worshipped Mithra, the god of the unconquerable sun. To this small but powerful sect, the birthday of Mithra was the holiest day of the year.
December 25th was the winter solstice in that part of the world, and it was also understood to be the birthday of the sun god, Mithra.
All these, they were kingdoms that were against the Jews, who are the ones that were the custodian of the Bible. So you may choose to celebrate, but know this for sure, that you are not celebrating the birth of Christ. You are celebrating the birth of something else that is not Jesus Christ. But I would love to hear your thoughts. Do you believe that you need to celebrate Christmas today, or you don't? See your thoughts in the comments.